Hi, Sagittarius. This is just with your all signs, the person on your mind. What do they secretly want to tell you, and what are their true feelings for you secretly? Okay. Now, you have to be prepared. I don't know what all is going to come out, but let's see what's happening here. So, we're going to start with Aries. If the person on your mind is an Aries, then they may, and if they've been holding back, okay, they're scared to fall in love with you. Okay, they're trying to control their emotions, but do you know what? Ten of Cups, Three of Cups, this person really wants you. They're super duper attracted to you. This person wants to invest, but they're not 100% sure because they do have a lot of strong emotions, and it's attached to concerns and fears about giving their heart over 100%. So they're really scared, but they see it. They see what it could be. And for them, they can see a complete future because they do feel like you bring them a lot of happiness. It's not just like a friendship, or it's not just that friendship that makes them feel very comfortable with you, but it's also producing a life together that they can see with you. So they can see everything. They could just be holding back because, again, they're too scared to fall in love. They're trying to control their emotions here. Let's see, are they doing a good job at controlling their emotions? No. They may be having this Aries is having a hard time. The two of you may be on a break. It is going to restart again, if not now, by May. The two of you will be working things out. I do see that, but they're having a hard time dealing with the fact that probably you're out of their life, and if they're going to be able to rekindle this with you. So that's what I have for Aries. Now let's look at if a Taurus is on your mind. So if you have a Taurus on your mind, Sagittarius, by this time next year, and it's not for everyone, it is not a personal reading, so don't go taking this and running with it, people. It is a general, but by this time next year, for those of you who I am reaching and talking to specifically, the energies I'm picking up for, you're going to be in a relationship with this person, especially if the two of you are not in relationship right now, or you're at a distance from this person and the two of you are not speaking. They definitely could be holding back. I do feel like they've gone into hermit mode, and they're not really sure if they want to reach out to you again. They're going to be trying to focus more on their business and work and that sort of thing. At times, they're going to be feeling really scattered because they're not settled internally. They're not settled within with the situation. They'll find themselves emotions all over the place, thinking about what the two of you have gone through, how they feel, times you shared together. And then they're going to try to redirect their focus more toward work and career. But they're just going to want to spend some time with you, hang out, and coming back into your life and spending time with you, whether the two of you have been physically at a distance or just have taken a break from each other, will turn into a committed relationship, which definitely can produce a baby. I do see a child coming out of the situation. So this time next year, the two of you would be in a committed relationship. And that means you could be living together. Something solid and committed is going to be going on here. And it will no longer be this doubt. If there was any doubts in the past about, will this work? It's not going to work. We're too different of people. That will be completely cleared. Now, I'm not giving you a lifelong reading, but it looks, for the cards that I'm pulling here, Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Sun card, Six of Pentacles, there's definitely going to be a very clear understanding of where you are in this relationship. A lot of fun that goes along with it. You may even enter into business together. That definitely, I do see more of a relationship, a relationship coming out of this, and you'll be in a relationship with a Taurus this time next year. Looks really good, Sagittarius. Congratulations. Let me know in the comment section below for any of you who the person on your mind is a Taurus. Now let's go to Gemini. Okay, so if a Gemini is on your mind, there's a few messages here, guys. One, if you share something equally with a Gemini, any type of expenses, you might want to be very careful with your money. Make sure your money is you can cover yourself with just one income, okay? Because things may definitely change down the line if you're in a relationship with a Gemini. This person, I do see the biggest issue here could be work. Okay, work or working on this relationship, time, energy, and effort may not be available. There may be a lot of emotions here, but there has not been any concrete foundation created in this relationship. They do find you very attractive. They do feel like you're a go-getter, and when you're focused, and you're here, there, everywhere. You can confuse them at times, and if they've been giving you money or giving you some type of support, I do see that kind of changing. They may find you to be someone here spends a little too much. So money is going to be more of a focus and be more, someone's going to start to be more conscious with money. But life is about to get really good. I feel for both of you, but I also feel like this relationship is transforming, and it could be changing from two to just one person. And it'll be because of work. It'll be because someone's chasing their money, and someone may not have seen this kind of money before, this kind of success, this kind of progression in life. So it's now they're kind of hungry for that. And although the other person has been very patient here, and I kind of feel like they're going to be patient with you. I kind of feel like this is them. It could go vice versa, that they're going to be patient with you, trying to make you realize that they're into you, they're interested in you. They will be almost seemingly to be catering to you. But if you do not respect that and respond to it mutually, they're going to be out. I do see that. They will be out and on to other things and better things. And they may be feeling like there's no space for me. Sagittarius has found happiness with their career, with their money, with themselves. So I'm going to go somewhere else. I do see that. So do be conscious about how you are communicating in this relationship with this Gemini. If you're not in a relationship with them, I do see an opportunity to come back together in February or March. Pisces season, they may be coming back to you, but it may be short-lived again, because someone's focus is more on work, career, and building that, and less on love and relationships. So that's what I have for a Gemini. Now let's look at Cancer. Okay, so if you have Sagittarius, if you have Cancer on your mind, the tables have turned. Okay, the tables have turned. Now, this is very clear. Some of you are getting a divorce. Partnerships are coming to an end, even business, friendships, that sort of thing. And if at any time Cancer's owed you an asset, money, something tangible, they're going to settle it and leave your life. Like, some of you have put a bitter taste in a Cancer's mouth, and actually some of you just have hurt them. They may feel like you're cocky, arrogant, and you just left them, or they feel like, hell, I don't need you. I'm better off by myself. But even if they feel that way, they don't truly believe it, because they're going through it. Nine of Swords here. They're having a hard time forgiving and forgetting. And if they've hurt you, well, now it's their time. They're hurting. And they're going to need some help. They may need to get counseling. They may need, to speak to someone that can help them through this process. If there's money situation, I know this is true because I just did Cancer's reading, and they had some issues with some courts involving money, and it looks like they're going to have to pay the money out, or they may take a bit of a loss. They want a certain amount, they're not going to get it. So I do see, either for some of you it's money, others of you it's just them wanting a real thing with you. They wanted a real thing, they believed it, they wanted it, and now they realize it's like, this is not going anywhere, and they're having a hard time kind of getting over it. It's the mental part of it that still sticks with them, right? So they would be better with asking for help, talking to people, and not, trying to keep it all in, because it's hard for them to make it make sense. Now, I see the two of you kind of going your own way. I really do. I do see someone still being attached, watching the other person, overindulging in ways. They may be someone may be happy that either the two of you can work things out, because they may be coming back together to try to work things out, but things are still going to be difficult, because it's almost like you can't necessarily come back from this, at least not anytime soon. But in the midst of it, even though while you guys are still working through the kinks, or we're together but we're not together but we're still together, there could still be intimacy, having sex, that type of thing with each other. So it's not over, even though it's over. It's one of those things, like, it's over, but I talked to him last night, that type of thing. Game over. She called me, that type of thing. So it's a process, and I feel like it's because someone is still attached. I think you both are. Let me see. Yeah, you're still connected to them as well. I keep seeing Sagittarius focusing on money a lot, but I do see you connected to them as well. But it's like either they are not communicating with you, or you're just kind of at the point where you're like, I give up. So this is transitioning, probably is coming to an end. However, it will draw out, and it can turn into just a sexual relationship. So whoever is the more emotionally invested person, be careful with that, because it's, could be dangerous territory. Okay, so now let's look at Leo. Now, if you're dealing with a Leo, or if you have a Leo on your mind, this is going to take a lot out of you. You may have to teach this person how to love, or how you need to be loved. I do see the big first thing that came to me is boundaries. Do you have boundaries with this Leo? Do they know anything about boundaries? This person may feel like it's hard and it's a challenge simply because they're very stuck in their way. They've been doing what they've been doing for a very long time. They are who they are, and this is who they are. Excuse me. And even though they like you, they're fond of you, even if this is a significant relationship, I feel like if it's a real commitment, significant relationship, this Leo wants to rekindle the fun. It's become too heavy, too serious, it's too much, and if it's work involved and someone works a lot, that's becoming too much of that's getting in the way of this relationship as well. So they kind of want to get things back to it being fun and lively and flirt again and that type of thing. They do like you, like I said, if it's just a budding relationship. Now, I do see a breakup, whether it has happened now or the two of you are heading toward a breakup, but it quickly turns into a rekindling of a relationship between the two of you. Someone is a little put off by what has happened, and someone's intuition is screaming to run. Don't walk, run, hide, disappear, get away. It's not funny. I'm laughing because of the way the cards are looking with seven of swords, a moon card. So your intuition, someone's intuition is saying, don't let this person back in, or don't believe them, because it definitely looks like there could be third parties. There could be other people involved here. Some manipulation is going on here. And if you see more success, more peace, more value in working your career, that sort of thing, even though people get tired of that, you do need a balance. That is something that is calling for you to continue to do. But I see the two of you kind of coming back together, and although someone's intuition is saying no, there's going to be a coming back together and actually working this out. But don't ever, the thing is with this Leo is, and it could be either one of you. I have to say that because you're both fire signs. So I do see whoever the woman is here, the more and more this goes on after the two of you come back together, it's either going to be a coming back together that's very short-lived and this woman is going to take off in her life, or the two of you start working things out. And although when you come back together, it all is nice and it all feels really good and everything like that, this woman is still going to change, and she's going to start really embracing her career, her own desires in life. So I do see someone kind of like really just super duper focusing on them. Yes, love is great. Yes, I have you back in my life. Yes, we're having fun. But I'm not going to sacrifice, because it's like either or. It's like this person could be all consuming, so it can take away from things that really matter to you. And you've seen that now. And so one thing you're not going to allow is for this person to have that ability to do that. Whoever is doing that, the other person will realize that, and although they may take them back or enjoy the time with them, it's with a lot of boundaries. So congratulations if you were void of boundaries. Your ass is going to get some real quick, especially when somebody trying to step on your toes when it comes to money, finance, career, and your overall peace. Oh, hell no. So that's what I have for Leo. Now let's look at Virgo. So if a Virgo is in your life or on your mind, there is a new opportunity coming here, or at least they want to have a new opportunity. Okay, they want to see you, spend some time with you, hang out with you. They love hanging out with you. They just feel like there's a lot of good times when the two of you get together, but they also want a new beginning. They're willing to do the work. They know it's going to take work, But the challenge is that very thing, working on this relationship, building it up to something that's concrete, not just something that's fun to do. Wait a minute, guys. Hold on. I just realized my mic is not my mic is not on. Okay, sorry about that. Not just having a good time and going out, that sort of thing. They want more than that. They really want it to materialize into something with a better foundation. Now, for some of you, this Virgo has a lot of resentment, especially if they were listening to other people telling them to leave you alone, let you go. Now they're pissed because it's like, now I can't get Sagittarius back because you told me this isn't that sort of thing. And if that is the case, then they're going to eventually give up. They will give up on you, and they will carry this resentment for quite some time toward you. It's like toward you. It's not even really toward the person that told them something. It's like because you're not acquiescing and you're not coming around. This Virgo, especially if the two of you are not together, may already have someone, like they're in a relationship and shit is problematic where they're at. So they still feel like you and them have something special, but you're not having it. You're not hearing it. And like I said, by default, they are going to start becoming a little bit pissed at you, and I don't see any communication. But they will still be watching you behind the scenes if they have a way of doing so. Now, if you're in a relationship with a Virgo, and there has been problems, someone's been focusing more on themselves, and the two of you have been in a little bit of a strain of a relationship. I keep saying like a third person here, so that may be the issue, that there's outside people, an ex of some sort, or lingering person. And be careful, because I do see this Virgo switching up on you, especially a man here. I see a male switching up on this female, and almost like the female may feel like, are you trying to play me? Like, are you trying to play me? Especially if the woman has fallen for the man. And I do see this man starting to play like mind games, and not necessarily mind games, but definitely trying to keep control over the situation here. Okay. So this may be short lived, even though it has the potential to really work out, and it will be a very strong connection the two of you have. If there has been problems in the past, I just see a lot of Sagittarius not tolerating things for people, having very low tolerance. You're not waiting around for shit. You have low tolerance. And again, that may make him feel like, well, I'm going to teach you a lesson and that sort of thing. So this may not have a long-term possibility here, because I do see someone switching up as late as June. So do be careful if any of you are dealing with a Virgo. I'm curious to focus on yourself. One thing about it, if you're a Sagittarius man and this is a woman, get clarity. Do get clarity. She's going to be holding back a hell of a lot, but at least once you understand something, she can't go back and she can't go back changing things on you. If you're a Sagittarius woman, keep your standards and your bar high. You have a level of expectations. Try not to revert back to those Sagittarius ways where there are no boundaries and it is about having too much fun. No, you're a woman with virtues and standards, and you're very valuable. Make sure that you maintain that, even if it comes at a sacrifice of this person. So now we're talking about, so that's Virgo. Now let's look at Libra. So if you're dealing with a Libra or have Libra on your mind, they want to call you, they want to speak to you, but something keeps telling them not to. And if you're speaking to them, they want to talk to you about some things, but something is telling them not to. If they're not in communication with you, they want to reach out to you. Excuse me, because one thing about it with this Libra is that they probably will always love you. They will always have some form of devotion to you, and that's very clear. They're very conflicted at times. They may feel like this relationship is very combative, and there's a lot of competition between the two of you. There could be outside people that have successfully gotten in between you and them to some extent, but when I tell you they're devoted to you, they're devoted to you. Even if they're the person causing the problems and bringing the drama, there's still a level of devotion that they have to you. But the challenge is, if there's children here, they don't want to leave the relationship. like there's no question about a breakup. You would have to leave them if a child is involved, especially if they have Taurus or Virgo in their chart. I heard Gemini as well. But they're not trying to leave this relationship if there's a family involved, if the two of you have invested in each other, you've built something together. It's like, no, that's not even an option for this Libra. I do see love here. Now, you two, you can come across as, especially if you're a committed couple, as the most purest couple that just love on each other and happy. But behind the scenes, there could be swinging, third parties, all kind of stuff going on. Shit that you won't ever tell anyone, but it keeps the love alive. And for some of you, your relationship may require that to breathe new breath in it, to keep the love alive, because there definitely could be outside people involved. If it's just the two of you, secretly there could be people involved, and it's like, yeah, we're hanging on by a thread at times. Yes, the person that gets kind of cheated on, they are aware of it. They keep it to themselves. They're getting tired of it. They know their man loves them, though. They know this man loves them. To get to this point where she doesn't have to worry about that anymore is a process, and she's willing to wait it out. She's willing to wait that process out. He always comes back. He always comes in. He's always there to try to fix things and make things better. And he is her support system in ways that really matter to this woman. So I don't see a breakup here. I do see breaks. And that may just be, I have a headache, don't talk to me. I have a headache tonight, don't bother me. That type of thing, or taking an actual break. But it's very short-lived because this man always comes back to work it and fix it. And ultimately, again, like I said, this relationship still will keep going, even though there could be a lot of manipulation and outside parties going on here. And if you're in a relationship with a Libra, whoever is the person that there may just need to be some excitement put back into this relationship, is what I'm saying. Someone needs a lot of excitement. They need to be stimulated on a constant basis, and maybe doing different things and that sort of thing. So that could possibly help the relationship. Not going anywhere, not fully satisfied. One of you at least isn't, but it almost seems like it's not an option, at least for the next several months. Here's what it looks like to me. So that's what I see for Libra. Now let's look at Scorpio. Okay, so if you are dealing with a Scorpio, I have a Scorpio on mine. I have a few PSA. The most main PSA here is that a Scorpio is going to need you. And this is not just intimacy. This is a Scorpio. This could be work. This could be whatever Scorpio you have in your life, and you know them. They're going through a crisis. They're going to need you. You will be a confidant, a help. You will be their peace, their solace. They may feel like a lot of people are coming against them, or they may be about to face challenge, adversity, some type of issues, and they're going to need you. The thing here is that if you may really see this coming, like if you already know a Scorpio that has drama, or there's always some issues here, you may not make yourself available to them. You may be like, I don't give a damn, I'm out of here. You got to deal with that yourself, that type of thing. Like you're going to be distancing and separating yourself from this Scorpio. I want to ask how. I want to know if you should help them. Yes, I think the way that you're handling it is a very smart way, because you're not going to allow the Scorpio to get in between where you're Sagittarius, y'all are not fucking playing. Y'all are not playing with people. God damn, I'm proud of you. But you're not going to let the Scorpio get in between what the hell you got going on. So if you're on like one track and this Scorpio is coming out of nowhere with the shit, it's like, listen, I don't give a damn. You got to figure that out. I'm over here with it. Or you may just ghost them or disappear. This person is not going to be in your life next year. Whatever the issue is that they'll be faced with, or the two of you will go through, it won't be present next year. I do feel like you may have one of you were a blessing to each other, or have been or will be, and it like comes out of the blue. If there's been trauma or drama between you and a Scorpio, it's like healing happens like out of the blue. They need to talk to you. They want to see you. They want to come toward you, or they want you to reach out to them, come toward them. But the challenge is not being sure if that can happen, or if it happens, if it's going to remain that way. Somebody is coming across a little bit unstable, and I feel like it could be the Scorpio because you seem pretty rooted in where you're at and where the hell you're going and all of that type of thing. This situation, um, it's kind of like life is going to pull the two of you apart. Your time will be coming to an end together, if that makes any sense. I see Sagittarius is really going for what they know and headed for like some type of blessing and gift that's coming to them. And I see Scorpios kind of like moving on from their life. Not moving on from their life, I pray it's not indicative of a passing, but moving on with their life and almost feeling like their journey is a lonely one that they have to face. Now let me be very clear. South Node right now left your sign and is heading to Scorpio. So of course they're going to feel in some ways that their path and their journey forward is a lonely one. If you don't know about South Node transits, do look that up because it is a process and it's here until sometime next year. And with that, there will be healing. Okay, so you may go through a period, not talking to the Scorpio, you and them may just completely break from each other, and the coming together was for the reason, star card, to heal this relationship, for it to heal. That was the point of coming together. Someone to be a blessing to the other person. Like there was a purpose, divine purpose of this even coming together, and it has been fulfilled, and now it's time to go. There may be a cleaving coming from a Scorpio to a Sagittarius, a cleaving for help, understanding, that sort of thing, but it's not going to be met in the way where it compromises Sagittarius. That's the biggest message here. And then you have to fit that in an emotional, intimate relationship, because it's kind of just basically giving that baseline storyline of whatever the issues is. Sagittarius is going to allow it to interfere with what their goals are and where they're going in life. It also says that money is going to be coming in a few weeks. So if someone is strapped for money, money will improve as well. Now let's look at Sagittarius. So if a Sagittarius is dealing with a Sagittarius, or a Sagittarius is on your mind, another Sagittarius, first I have messages that's just about your sign, because obviously Sagittarius and Sagittarius is going to be giving Sagittarius's messages. You have money coming in once again. So money will be coming to you in 3 weeks. There may be an increase of some sort in 3 weeks. And I do see a new job. I kept seeing that as well. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I kept seeing that as well. So congratulations. There is a new opportunity, new job, new avenue to make new money or more money. So that looks really good. Now, another Sagittarius misses you. They really do. They miss you. They want to spend time with you. They miss the old times. And this can even be a sibling. Like if you have family members that's another Sagittarius and you guys have fallen out, they miss you. They want to spend time with you. They want to talk to you because somebody got cut off. The problem is, how do we now fix this and develop it? How do we build from here? That type of thing. I do feel that I'm just going to say the woman versus the man, because the man may still be thinking and ruminating about the ending, the past, what hasn't worked between the two of you, how it ended, that sort of thing. And they want to kind of reach out to this woman and communicate, and they're willing to take their time to do so. But this woman may be so focused on herself and what she has going on and feeling like life is really taking off for me. Hell, I'm not thinking about you. I remember the last time I thought about you, that type of thing. That person, the man may still reach out though. They may even assume that this woman is already seeing someone, dating, that sort of thing, happy and happily moved on. And so it becomes a point of someone not being so clear. Now, if you are dealing with a Sagittarius, another Sagittarius, you guys are dealing with each other. Someone needs the other person to pay attention to them, and not just to have a good time, but more. Let's build something. Yeah, we have this special connection. Yeah, we have a lot of fun together. Yeah, the sex may be good, but let's build something. And building something is going to take time. And it's going to require one of you to stay still and focus on this relationship. Invest in more than just the sex and that good time, but more, so that when hard times come, is sustainable, right? And that's kind of what's happening here. But because one of you are so focused on their life, what they got going on, it will create some type of fight, argument, or fallout. So if you are dealing with another Sagittarius, do expect there to be some mind games being played, fights, fallouts. It could be nice, nasty. It could just be straight up nasty. And then it'll become that place of like, I don't know, excuse me, if we have what it takes to really make this work. And it's going to have to be a decision of what are you prepared to sacrifice? Because someone's here going to have to make a sacrifice. Will it work? Magician. And I don't know why I want to say the Sun card. Magician and the Strength card. Long term, no. Someone, again, is requiring more or may feel like the other person is a little too immature and just not ready for what the other person is ready for. So that's what I have for another Sagittarius. Now let's look at Capricorn. Well, if you're dealing with a Capricorn or have one on your mind, they may resent the way that you behave, and it's just natural, right? You have this ease of flow. It may even come across as though you don't take life serious, but you do. But you are very intelligent about life, and you know it's still a spiritual journey and experience. So it's something about you, your spirit, that they are jealous of. And I do feel if you're not in communication, they want to call, they want to talk to you, but they're having a hard time reaching out. If you're in communication, they're holding back a great deal of what they want to talk about. If you have children, they want to talk about the child. Some of you, they want to get everything out on the table, but they're not so comfortable with doing so. They may feel like that can shift things, change things in ways that they're not ready for. So that may be the reason why they're holding back. Coming together, spending some time, having good times together could be a challenge. Now, let me say this really clear. Some of you, if you just met this Capricorn and they're giving you signs where they're not always available, they hold back a lot. It's like looks like you have to, decode some cryptic goddamn understanding. This person's married. They're married. They're in a relationship. They're living with their person. Even if they're quote unquote separated. No, they're not. They're in a goddamn relationship still. They're in a relationship. So tread lightly, Sagittarius. You may be trying to give a Capricorn, a chance and see where this is going. Nowhere, because they're in a relationship. And they may not be, they may wish that they could have that freedom that you kind of just give off. But things are a little bit more complicated. And they would have to sacrifice what they've created with this person in order to be with you. And I don't feel like that's going to happen. Okay. I feel like it'll be a lot more emotional games being played before any of that happens. If that's not the case, it is showing very strong with the Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Emperor of there being a third party relationship here. So, choose wisely, because I see with the Temperance card and what's coming up, it could be a coming back together, trying to work things out. But I've already mentioned that. If this is just you, this Capricorn wants you to cut it the hell out and act like you're in a relationship with them. There's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Sometimes Sagittarius is going to have those, can read to people like, yes, I'm here. I'm not here. You guys can give people that kind of reading or feeling like, are we really together? Look, because I like a gypsy. A gypsy is like at any moment shit is liable to change, So it's that type of thing. And they want you to behave and act like the woman in their life, the man in their life, and be consistent, and only that. Because that's what they want. That's what they're bringing to the table. That's what the hell they want from you. And they may have felt like, well, okay, I'm just giving you some time to get your shit together. I'm giving you some time. But they're going to want all of that to stop. And they're going to want you to behave in that kind of way. All right. And if you're doing that, I do see that peace becomes in this relationship. Things start moving really quickly. This person is not playing with you, Sagittarius. Capricorn is not playing with your ass. I'm talking about you people who want to go out and hang out with your friends. You want to go out all in the name of work, but then went somewhere after work. They're not playing with you. Okay. This Capricorn is not playing with you. So get it together. That's what I have with that's what I have for Capricorn. Now let's look at Aquarius. Okay, so if you're dealing with a Aquarius or you have one on your mind, this is a karmic relationship and it could have that runner chaser theme attached to it. They want to get an understanding. They even may be willing to go to a mediator, have someone else intervene. If the two of you are headed for a separation or divorce, they want to settle things and be done. But they may look back and say, well, damn it, I didn't really want it to be over. I was angry at the time. I said those mean things and that sort of thing. So they're wanting to make things right, don't know how to do it. If you've done it them wrong, they want you to make things right, but they're not going to be 100% sure if they can forgive you 100%. So this is that type of theme where we have some issues. You've hurt me, you've cut me, but it's all good. We're still cool. And then someone is throwing up the past, or one little rift turns into a nasty argument, and then you're cool again. But then it's like, I'm not so sure. I don't know if I really want to keep doing this with this person or not, because it's a lot of back and forth and nice nasty or just straight up nasty. And then people take a break, and then people come back together again, only for it. And you guys have to remember, don't just think relationship. This could be family. This could be friends. Any significant Aquarius in your life, this could be the theme. And runner chaser relationships and family dynamics and friend dynamics happen as well. So it's just one of those things where one of you are coming to the understanding of whether or not this is any longer relative for them. For some of you, you're going to feel like it's not necessary to keep this going with this Aquarius. This person wants to see you, spend time with you if it's an intimate thing. And if you are a Sagittarius woman, this man wants you. He's waiting, especially if there's a distance. He wants to see you, want to have sex with you, want to spend some time with you. But you're not so sure if you want this. And so that's where I get a resentment. Someone's holding some resentment, and and another person's just not so sure if they want this. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of emotions here. The two of you have feelings for each other. You have love for each other. Put it that way. You have love for each other, but, one of you can only think of how bad it was before if you were together before. It's like, it was really bad. Do I want to go through this shit again? You know, that type of thing. It's just somebody's just really not sure. They're just saying, I don't feel like it's worth it. So it's that type of thing. One person has more of a control and they have the final say on this relationship than the other person. And I feel like the woman is the one that has the final say. That's what I see for Aquarius. Now let's look at Pisces. So if you're dealing with a Pisces or thinking of one, they're very attracted to you. They find a lot of satisfaction with you. They're very happy with you. Be careful if the two of you drink a lot. Like, that's what you get together and do quite a bit. They miss you. They want to spend some time with you. If you're headed toward a breakup with a Pisces, the next person will be better than them. However, it's speaking to a third party. It's like a third party alert, and this does involve a love interest. So for some of you, I do see it looking like you could be coming into a relationship, especially if this is a fairly new Pisces. You find yourself waiting, and if you have a Pisces in your life and they're at a distance, okay, where you really can't just ring their bell or see them at whim, this person could be married, like in a significant relationship, in a strong commitment with someone. And you won't find out until much later that this person is cultivating and in a relationship and really locked in with someone else. So pay attention to the red flags, because I do feel like someone could be using you for sex and feeding their ego, and it has nothing to do with true concrete intentions toward you. Be careful, Sagittarius, with this person. This Pisces isn't really trying to give up much. They're holding back. They're keeping a lot of fucking secrets. I feel like this person is even in, like I said, in a relationship elsewhere. And it's going to be hard, especially if it feels like this is the one. It feels very, very real. To me, Pisces can be the most undetected liars out there. So they're good at being elusive, really good at being elusive. So I would say just really protect yourself, here with seeing the reality of things. Okay. If it seems too good to be true, It probably is, and you have to look at the more practical and logical side of this. Here is what it looks like, and be very careful with dealing with people at a distance, people dealing with people online, dealing with people that you can't see, taste, touch, feel them in real time, and there's no real consistency. Because you can just get swept away. You really can get swept away, and it can kind of get you caught up deep. You know, you can get caught up deep, and then find out that it was all for naught. Is what it looks like to me because you guys have amazing cards here that would suggest that this is heading to a great place and that it's going to be a huge benefit, and the two of you will have a success in the future. But with the third party, and then when I look at Pisces, there's something going on here that's going to be very challenging, and I keep seeing where there could be a third party, an outside person. So to be careful with that. If that has happened in the past, be very careful. If there's a new person, cross your T's, dot your I's. And if it's feeling too good to be true, ask yourself, can it be? And then look for what the red flags could possibly be. It's saying that you don't need to stress yourself out. If this person is creating a lot of stress for you, then you need to make some hardcore decisions. If this person, you need to put the bar where there's expectations from them, right? For them to prove to you. Words is not going to work. Cards, letters, and all of that stuff. No, prove to me. What are you going to invest? The telltale sign would be, what are they investing? What are they willing to bring to the table? And what are they willing to invest in this relationship with you? Okay. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this has been helpful. I would love to get your feedback. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, of what you think about these readings. Can you relate to the messages with these particular signs? And I'm hoping to do these more often with you guys. Thank you for all your support. As usual, if you want a personal read, do check out the link in the description box below so you can visit the website. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Sagittarius.